Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit today about when you are too compassionate in life, what can happen to you. This is not an always statement, but it's something that I've noticed and realized about my life is that my nature, I've always known this about myself, and I really feel this way, that I am a very caring, compassionate person. And I hope that every one of you that listens out there is that same sort of caliber of person. I hope you have a deep integrity about you. That's a lot of what I'm after here, trying to instill or encourage in you guys and girls out there that listen. But one thing that I've noticed is that despite your best intentions and no matter how much compassion you might have for somebody, there will come a point in your life where your compassion level will start to encroach into a destructive zone, as I like to think about it. And what that means and what I think is the part that I want you guys and girls to think about is there's going to be these times when you exercise such a high level of compassion for somebody else on this earth that you start to sacrifice a piece of your own soul. You start to erode who you are on the inside. You go way out of your way to a point of personal destruction that this turns into an unhealthy thing. And this can be a hard line to figure out where that's at. I think we've all given too much of ourselves to somebody that we couldn't help or we couldn't do anything more for, or that was out of our reach or out of our realm of range of influence, let's say, or any number of things. But you're doing so much for somebody else because you're compassionate, because you're caring, because you love them, because all these sorts of things. But it gets to a certain point where you give too much. And the too much giving is where, like I said, it starts to take a piece of your soul, chip away at that slowly to the point where you get ground down to a nub, but to the point where you got nothing left to give, to the point where you kind of become empty on the inside. You're depleted of your mental, emotional resources, and all these things, that this energy that can come out of your soul. Okay? That's frustrating. It's hard when you've given everything you can to another person and it's still not enough. But what I've learned about life is that, yes, give as much as you possibly can, but when it gets to that point where it starts to grind you down, where it starts to chip away at your soul, where it starts to make you into something you're not, where it starts to compromise who you are on the inside, or starts to deplete you of your soul energy, that is the point where you've got to stop. That's the point where you draw the line in the sand. You've got to tell yourself, I've done all that I can do. I've given all that I can give. And you need to not go too far into that extreme. Or in other words, don't let that strong compassion you might be wanting to exercise upon somebody else or to give somebody else, don't let it chip away and erode at your soul. Okay? This is hard. It's hard when you love somebody. It's hard when you care about somebody. But this is a big thing to learn about life. And the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with here is that, yes, we're all walking this earth with other people around us that we care about, and we want to do good for, and we want to help, and we want to see the best things happen for. But in my belief, you can go with this whatever way you want. You're not here to save anybody else. You're not here to give your soul to somebody else. Your soul is for you. This life is for you. It's for you to come down here and to learn and develop and to be the best version of yourself. It's not for you to give everything away, just completely across the board, sacrifice your own soul so that somebody else can try to be better. That's their walk. That's their path. There's going to come a point where you're going to die, someday. You can't save somebody else in this regard, okay? You have to be fair to yourself. You have to be true to yourself. Yes, you have to help people around you, but there is a line. There's a limit. That compassion thing can take you to places that you might not want to be, or that you shouldn't be, or that are personally destructive, as sad as that is. But like I said, guys, you're not here to fix anybody else. You can't fix anybody else, okay? Only other people can fix themselves at the end of the day. That's reality. That's a sad truth. That's not something that's always easy for us to understand, but that is the nature of our being. That's how things work. As far as I'm concerned on this earth here, that's how this life works for us. That's the rub, okay? Keep that in mind if you're going through something in life, if you're struggling, if you are feeling depleted and empty and soul sucked, okay? That's a dead giveaway. That's when you've done too much. You've probably done all that you probably can a long time ago, and now it's just you're kind of rotting away on the inside, and that's not the way to be. That's not the intent here. That's not why you were put on this earth, okay? Think about that. Whatever you're going through in life right now, maybe you're there. Maybe you need to get out of that sort of situation, whatever it is. Or maybe you got more to give to somebody. Maybe you're very, very, very strong inside. You've got a huge soul. Your light shines greater than most. Maybe that's your case. You've got more to give. That's fine. Keep giving until you can't give no more. Absolutely. But don't let this compassion stuff destroy you guys, okay? All right, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.